Diane in Denmark here. It's the start of a new week, which means that we've moved to a new Flylady Zone. I've started the timer. I'm going to be working in this room today. This is our guest bedroom. Now, this week, if you look at the calendar, we are in this week here, which is the third week of the month. It's Zone 3. Now, Zone 3, if you look at the Flylady website, it will say the main bathroom plus one other room. And the one other room can be anything of your choice. It's a room that you don't use on a daily basis, that you're not living in on a daily basis. But I've chosen the guest bedroom because we have guests coming this week. You could also choose, the garage, garden shed, the laundry room, your office, anything that's not part of the main rooms in the Flylady Zones. We have like living room, we have the kitchen, but in the third week of the month, Zone 3, this is your chance to do something in those rooms that don't need weekly upkeep, but you've got to keep them on your radar. And if you've been procrastinating about, doing something in your guest bedroom, the best way to do it is to invite some guests, because that will really put a fire underneath you and you get going. So anyway, I'm going to be doing a bit of cleaning in here today. And I'm going to do the usual, top to bottom. I've got my feather duster on a stick. And we'll just kind of go around. I'll move the camera around so you can see, because you haven't really seen this room. I think I told you back in, it was probably April, this used to be my son's room. And he moved into the guest bedroom, which is a bit bigger than this room. We don't have that many guests coming these days. Not since my dad died. And I think it was in April that hold on, let me just get around the other side of the bed. It was in April that I painted this room as a project. It was one of my Zone 3 projects, and I painted it 15 minutes at a time. I did 15 minutes with the roller, I did 15 minutes cutting in at the corners, another 15 minutes, then I took my breaks, and I got it done. And it's not a perfect job, but it looks nice and fresh. So anyway, that's me done with, I'll just go down the corners because I did see a spider, but I'm going to hoover, I'm going to vacuum in here once I'm finished. I won't vacuum while I'm filming because it's too darn noisy. Right, go back here. Yeah. So over the last couple of weeks, I've been changing this room around a bit. I have, me, I hate to buy stuff. So I have shopped in our house and in our Swedish summer cabin, and I have put up some pictures that I did ages ago. I've just popped them there to, the gold frames, the little lamp, the little bedside lamp. I brought that from our Swedish summer house. We weren't using it there, and it fits quite nicely here. And then if I go, behind me, I've got this covered up. It's just because I had an extra frame, and in that I have printed out our Wi-Fi password and our telephone number, so it guesses if they're looking for it. It's there, but anyway, I've covered it up so you can't see it. And over here, I bought this little stand thing from IKEA last week, and I built it. I set my timer and built it, and I think I'm actually going to fix it to the wall. So once I'm finished in here today, I'm just going to fix it to the wall so it's not going to be falling over. But I'm quite pleased with that. I didn't want to buy a big wardrobe because it's quite a small room, but just somewhere where guests can hang things up. And it's got little hooks on the side, and put down there. And I bought a plant, so that's the only two things that I've bought here. Everything else has come from other rooms, and we've got, extra towels and things for them. So anyway, let me get on with my cleaning. You just keep doing what you need to do. Right, so I've done up top, and I think the next thing, I'm just going to do all the flat surfaces. Now, I don't normally use polish, but I just wanted to make it nice and fresh in here, so I'll use that. This isn't going to take long. Oh, and I tell you what I can do. I can clean the windows in here. I'll do that in a minute. I'll just do the windowsill first. There. Wee bit of spray here because this thing that I am polishing just now, this dresser, this used to belong to my dearly departed Danish father-in-law. It's a really nice old one. Hold on. Just move my pom-poms out of the way. Remember, don't focus on what you're not getting done, focus on what you're getting done. Pom-pom-pom, rah-rah, pom-pom salute. Move this out of the way. Scoosh, scoosh. And I have to say, I think it's been so funny. I've heard a lot of you on Instagram saying that when you're cleaning your windows now, you do the scoosh, scoosh sound. You know, I always say scoosh, scoosh, scoosh when I'm doing the windows. So we're all doing the scoosh, scoosh. And a wee bit more on the top. And I'm thinking I might sand the top of this down. But you know what? I'm not going to sand it down before the guests arrive. I'll do it as a project another time. Remember, and especially with us coming up for Christmas, don't start these huge projects thinking, oh, I need to make curtains. Just get on with the main things that you need to do. You know, keep going with your routines. I don't need to declutter in this room because I've actually decluttered it before. And all I have left now in here, I keep a basket of things that guests might need. You know, an extra hairdryer, a little Danish flag. I've got some books and maps about Copenhagen and Denmark. So I'll just leave those there. And the other ones are empty. Woohoo, go me. Right. Okay, I'll just do over here as well with the flat surfaces. I'll just go up on the chair. And I'll just do the tops of the paintings. And remember, we have our ground rules. Don't start doing decluttering or cleaning unless you have done your routines and got your lace-up shoes on, your indoor lace-up shoes. Right, that'll do for that. Great. So far, so good. Okay, now I'm going to clean the windows in here. And remember, I'm not getting out the bucket of water. Hold on, let me see where I can place you. Hold on, I'll put you like that. You'll see me a bit. And the main thing is not that you are watching me, but that you are cleaning where you are, or decluttering. It's your choice. And remember, if you are a new fly baby, you know, we don't want you doing detailed cleaning. Main thing is that you do your routines, morning routine, evening routine, and that also you, you know, just keep on decluttering on a daily basis. Just 5 minutes on your timer. If you can manage more, do that. Because the detailed cleaning, you will get to that, all right? Just take one thing at a time. Right, I'm going over there to do the windows. Just got my wee stool. Right, here we go. Scoosh, scoosh, scoosh. Scoosh, scoosh. Yeah. And I'm just using some generic cleaner. There we are. Okay, and then the next part, just turn around my rag. Hold on, that was a bit dirtier up here than I expected. Okay. crazy about these things. We're just making a bit of progress in the room. Yeah, and what do you have in your guest bedroom? You know, do you have you dumped furniture in there? I don't know if you saw on Instagram, but a couple of weeks ago, I managed to get rid of some large items. We had my very first pine dining table, which I think I bought in IKEA in Saarbrücken about 30 years ago. We had put it in here just because, you know, we upgraded our table, but, you know, the old one was good and I used it as a sewing table. And a couple of weeks ago, my friend came and took it and her daughter is using it. It's just so nice for me to get it out of here. I don't know why I was holding on to it for so long because it was just taking up space in here and it was too big for the room. Anyway, just think about that if you've got furniture in here or if you've been stockpiling books. I know a lot of you have problems with books. Right, I'm going excuse me, I'm going to do the skirting boards in here, the baseboards. Sometimes I use the baby wipes, you know, for the ones in the kitchen and the bathroom because it can be a bit messy and sticky in those rooms because, you know, of the heat and the condensation. But in here actually I'm just going to use one of my microfiber cloths and that will do. And as usual, I just go around the room clockwise, that way I don't forget where I am, you know. We're all scatterbrained, or at least a lot of us who are doing the Flylady system are scatterbrained. Oh, here's more things that, this used to be my daughter's room and an old cushion that she didn't want, so I thought it went quite well, the gold with the gold frames, so you know me, I never buy anything. Right, go around the back of here. Actually, I'll do this before I fix this to the wall. I'll do it. Yeah, I'm actually quite pleased with how this room turned out. And the friends who are coming at the weekend, it's actually, let me just move you over again. It's actually my, one of my best friends. He's male and he was my bridesmaid, one of my bridesmaids. But he wore a kilt, he didn't wear a dress. And he's coming here for the weekend with his partner and his kids. And they are going to see, along with my husband, Nick Cave. I'm not a big Nick Cave fan, so I will be looking after the kids one of the nights at the weekend. Right, okay, all this there, all the way around. Just moving the vacuum cleaner out of the way. Ooh. And I think that is me. Yeah, how are we doing for time? Yeah, we're just going for 15 minutes. Remember, rah 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 with those pom-poms for what you do. When I finish filming in here, when I kind of switch off, I'm going to vacuum. I said that I'm going to vacuum because I spotted a spider and I need to do the floor. And the other thing that I'm going to do is fix that unit to the wall because I don't want any accidents. So that is it for me. I'm going to, what to do with my timer? There we are. I set my timer, now it's gone. Never mind, it will beep and I'll hear it. So anyway, that was it for me. Diane in Denmark. It's the school holidays this week, so I'm kind of popping in when I can, but you will see the Flyladies cruising through the holidays mission every day. We started on Monday, so I hope you saw that. And it's not too late to, oh, I can hear the timer. Okay, that's it for me. See you very soon. Live long and prosper.